Okay, welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us today and for this exciting session brought to you by futurecareer.net. Our company is dedicated to helping professionals like you land jobs in the US or Canada, inspired by the founder's own journey and challenges in securing his dream job. That's me. Today, we have an incredible opportunity to learn from Ahmed Elsherbini, a seasoned HR professional with extensive experience in the field. Ahmed had a wealth of knowledge in HR career paths, certifications, and the challenges posed by AI in HR. In this session, titled Exploring HR Career Paths, Certifications, and AI Challenges, the session Exploring the Landscape of HR, Ahmed will guide us through various HR career paths and essential certifications, discuss the common challenges faced by HR professionals, and explore the role and impact of AI in HR. This session and upcoming ones will be recorded and uploaded to YouTube for everyone to benefit from. Toward the end, we'll take a group selfie to promote this community, so hope to see you join us for that. Thank you, and let's get started. Ahmed, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Ahmed. I believe I can introduce myself as Sherbini to make it easy for the audience to differentiate between two Ahmeds. So you can call me Sherbini. I'm excited to be here with you, Ahmed, and your network or your community, and whoever is joining. Let's get started. I'm a HR and organization development professional. For around 2 decades. I worked in different roles in human resources, between management consulting and as well as corporates. I hope I can give you some valuable and useful insights and information about the human resources career. I think the purpose of this call or this meeting is to navigate what are the career paths, the different career paths, what are the challenges, how I can plan for my career, how to stay up to date about the market that I work in. So I believe we are in different regions here. But it's important to be up to date wherever you are in the globe. I have material today, so I will not cover all the slides. So at the end of the session, Ahmed, inshallah, hopefully will send it to you by email. But I have a very interesting video I want to share with you in the beginning. So let me share my screen and prepare for a question after the video.
Welcome to today's session. I am Alex, and I am excited to be here with you. Let us start with a story, The Dragon and the City, a story of HR's transformation. Once upon a time, in the bustling cities of North America, HR professionals went about their daily tasks, managing payroll, handling employee relations, and ensuring compliance. They felt secure in their roles, confident that their skills would always be in demand. But one day, a mighty dragon appeared on the horizon, a dragon named Disruption. This dragon brought with it a whirlwind of technological advancements, shifting demographics, and evolving employee expectations. The HR professionals watched in awe as this dragon began to transform the very landscape of their profession. The citizens of the HR world, the recruiters, the compensation specialists, the training managers, were faced with a choice. They could cower in fear, hoping the dragon would pass them by, or they could rise, harness the power of this disruption, and forge a new path for the HR function. Some HR leaders chose to ignore the dragon, clinging to the old ways. They struggled to keep up, their once reliable skill sets becoming increasingly obsolete. But the wise HR professionals recognized the opportunity in this upheaval. They studied the dragon, learned its ways, and began to tame it. These HR innovators saw the dragon's fiery breath as a chance to ignite new ideas. They used the dragon's wings to soar into uncharted territories, exploring data analytics, artificial intelligence, and employee experience design. The HR function was no longer just a support role, it was a strategic partner, shaping the future of work. As the dragon continued to roar, the HR professionals in Canada and the USA banded together, sharing their stories of triumph and transformation. They discovered that by embracing the dragon of disruption, they could unlock new career paths, develop in-demand skills, and become the true leaders their organizations needed. The moral of this story is clear. The HR landscape is changing, and those who are willing to confront the dragon of disruption will be the ones who thrive in the years to come. Are you ready to take on the challenge and navigate the exciting future of HR?
So who is ready to take the challenge and navigate the landscape of HR in the new technology? My friend Alex is an AI tool, by the way. So I prepared a script, and Alex helped me to present this script. So this is an example for you guys. How to use AI in our work. This is a simple session today. So most of the audience, maybe someone is working learning and development or any presentation, if you have a presentation. So you can engage the audience with an AI tool. So I want to ask you a question. What's the morale for you of this video from Alex? What's the message? What are the new HR positions that you heard from Alex?
I can answer if nobody's answering. I think being an HR partner is very strategic for the new disruption and helping business with the issues that they are facing in a non-traditional way, rather than just becoming a supportive function in the company.
Yes, correct. Moving from an administrative, operational to more strategic. This is one idea shared in the video, and Alex talked about two groups of people, of HR professionals. The first group, they didn't want to explore this change, and the wise group, they tamed with the dragon, the new change, the new disruption, and they started slowly or understanding what's going on, learning new skills, attending sessions, maybe seminars, and start to practice this new disruption or new skills. This is my main focus today. We need to be a wise HR group of people, a group of community. So let's start my slides. Any other ideas from the audience want to share? What is the takeaway from Alex's video before we start?
I think what Alex shared for HR applies to the whole world today as well, Ahmed. But again, I'll let the audience, if they want to chime in and share their views.
Absolutely. Then let me start my presentation here. Again, this will be shared with you, so don't worry if I skip some information. So the aim here and the purpose is to discuss together and show you some interesting positions and how to plan for your career, inshallah. So this is the today understanding the evolving role of human resources in modern organizations. We will understand that some organizations moved from a paper-driven organization into more ERP and IT and technology and maybe come in using AI in some interviews. We will talk about this. Developing key skills and competencies. So we will talk about what are the different roles in human resources, what are the focus right now. So if you are going in LinkedIn, you will see different posts about human resources. So you will see different aspect of scope of work of human resources. We'll talk about this as well. We'll talk about how to be updated and stay understanding the best practice, building your network, and adapting technology. So this is it. First of all, this is quickly a step-by-step diagram to start. If you have a paper and pencil, then how to start my career. It is a certain process that we will follow. Is understanding how to plan my career. So this is the first step. Second step, we will see the career paths. What is happening? There is a trend, and there is a lot of human resources and business presenters and business gurus are talking about the future of work and how this will impact the future of HR as well. And the next step is to understanding the market. So I'm being in the market, either I'm in the Middle East or in the US or Canada. There are certain market movements. There are some forces. Oil prices is supporting the business and the economies. The demographics is changing. The geopolitical forces as well. Unfortunately, these forces are impacting businesses and companies, creating at the end a development plan. All right. So how to plan for my career? So first step is to understand self. I need to understand myself in terms of what are my strengths, what are my areas of development. If I'm new to the human resources career, then I need to I can do an assessment, online assessment. There are free ones, there is paid ones. If I'm a mid-career in human resources, so I know from the history that I worked in, for example, in payroll, I worked in recruitment, and so on. So I need to find out what are those key skills and strengths in my past experience in human resources, and as well as what are the aspirations. So I know myself that I'm more into analytical. So is there an analytical positions? So this is an aspiration, something to think about in the future. This is the first step. This is, you can do it alone, or you can do it with a coach or a mentor. All right. Second step is to plot into a paper and pencil a roadmap. So a timeline is very important to execute this. So I need in the shorter term, I need to do a certain activities. I need in the longer term, I need to do a certain certifications or a certain projects or work in a certain sector. Some people are interested to work in healthcare and hospitals. Other people are more tending into technology companies like Google, like tech companies, telecommunication, and so forth. It's important to plot a certain roadmap with timeline. The second step is to stay current with the industry developments, and this step needs to have a continuous learning. So now technology is helping us big time. So through my mobile phone, I can learn about what is happening in the consulting sector, for example, what is happening in the real estate sector, what's happening in the country that I'm living in and working in. Following certain people, influencers on LinkedIn, business people talking about economy, talking about new trends in human resources. For example, there is big names like Josh Pearson in US, Linda Gretton in UK. I am following these people, and I'm really suggesting and you guys to follow those scholars and those professors talking about future of work, talking about human resources, and so forth. In the backup material, you will find the websites of the names that I shared right now, so it's handy for you later on. After that, so first thing, we talked about the self, what's the strength, weaknesses, aspiration, and then I put a career map, and then what is the market? And then I find a sweet spot between the market is demanding and my capabilities and my skills. So some people are have aspiration in certain human resources, but maybe in the market you are working in, you will not find those positions. I want to be strategic business partner, but most of the positions is offered is more into generalist and so forth. That's why it's very important to research the job market that you are working in. Finally, seek feedback, seek support and guidance. Again, mentor, coach, or maybe a couple of friends or community groups that you are participating in. When setting goals and when setting career goals, don't forget that you are a human being, that you need work-life balance, that you need a mental health, that you need a physical health. Everyone has his own agenda and his own challenges in life. So we are human beings at the end. Yes, we need to be professionals and human resources professionals, and we have our career goals and career plans, but don't forget to have the balance and find ways to have a balanced work life. This is a very important takeaway from my side. Let's go into an important piece of information. So this is a career path in human resources. I put it into categories for you, so you can understand the trends that is happening right now. So this is a LinkedIn, by the way, LinkedIn post for one of the recruiters that I follow. They are sharing information system positions. So they need director of HR in information system. They need human resources information system technology manager and data analytics manager. Again, some people starting their career in human resources, so maybe interested in technology. Other people are coming from maybe have a computer science bachelor, and they can make a transition in human resources and so forth. This is a kind of flags of positions posts on LinkedIn right now, as well as for sure a strategy roles like human resources strategic planning, workforce planning, organization development as well. We have also category of organization design, job design, change management, and it's a big thing right now, and workforce architect. Again, when we go to understanding the future of work, the need for workforce and the job design positions are needed in some positions. So how to design the positions in the organization, how to make it between a balance between remote and, for example, and attending in the office, how to make the tools, the performance management, all of these tools will be accessible for the employees to capture his or her performance. So think about these kind of new positions. And for sure, we have the performance management and people analytics positions as well. We have a typical HR roles like the human resources generalist. So still in some organizations, they have a generalist role, a position that he's doing or she is doing payroll, medical insurance, sometimes salary, sometimes the recruitment. So it's different skill set, but as a generalist role without any specialization. And we have as well as specialization positions as well. So there are some positions like compensation and benefit specialists, compensation and benefit managers. We have also learning and development, leadership development, psychometric assessment positions. These are specializations. So there is no right or wrong. There is a market demand. There is my own expertise, my own aspiration, my own skills, competencies, and the future competencies that I want to acquire. So you have to find out a certain equation for this sweet spot and find it in a position to land a job in the market. and we can talk about it. And if you have any question about these positions, please, you can ask right now.
I think maybe, Ahmed, if you can maybe cover this in your next slides, what would be the best role if somebody is really starting in HR? What would be the first step to enter that industry from your point of view again? Or again, I know sometimes it depends, but if you wanna, share some insights about the starting point in HR.
Well, if someone is starting in human resources without experience, so for sure it will be maybe an HR assistant, HR support, um, um, a part-time job. This is something that we see right now. Maybe there is a high season for hiring, maybe, or to cover someone in a maternity leave. So they need some HR assistant or HR generalist as well. This is a quick answer, but for sure there are some specifics we need to talk about it.
Thank you.
Any other question, or shall I continue?
No, please go ahead. No question.
Okay. I think we covered this already. Is it a question?
I think somebody was speaking. I'm not sure if it's just by mistake or.
Okay. Anyway, we can't hear you. So please repeat your question again.
I think you can carry on, Ahmed. I think maybe
Okay.
leave this to the end if possible.
Okay. So just linking the discussion, we talked about the human resources positions, and you can see here one of the new positions like diversity and inclusion specialist. So how organizations are adapting this, it depends from a maturity perspective from one organization to another, the strategy, how they want to approach this. Myself and Ahmed, we worked in an organization 15 years back that is supporting diversity, and it's becoming more and more increasingly. So this is something to look for. Then how to work in diversity and inclusion. So I need to acquire some competencies. So competencies, it's a set of knowledge and skills and abilities. So I can gain some competencies about business acumen. And I have to stress here that most, and this is based on researches, most of human resources professionals lack business acumen, understanding how the organization works, or understanding there is a capital expenditure, there is a operating expenditure, high level understanding the profit and loss, understanding procurement, how the procurement is working with warehouse, and so on. So business acumen is really something that human resources professionals lack in some researches, and we see it in some researches. Data and analysis, so ability to read numbers, communicate or present numbers as well. Digital agility. Again, I'm telling you, I'm not a technology guy, but I did this presentation with an AI, with a website called Gamma Application, and Alex was an AI video that I write the script and uploaded. So again, we can utilize this. And you have a passion for technology, go ahead and you can work in HRIS or whatsoever, and so forth. So again, we have to understand the required competencies so that I can develop my plan. Don't rush. Understand exactly what is needed in those positions. And you can, when you read the post of any position, HR position, and really recommend you to go and search, read between the lines about the competencies. Then put it in your plan if you want to develop and work in such a domain or area. Right? And for sure, there are the additional competencies like interpersonal skills, presentation skills, persuasion, leadership, and influence, and so forth. these are they call it interpersonal skills or soft skills, but I believe it's from experience working with managers and leaders. A lot of them lack interpersonal skills, so don't forget those skills as well. Again, there are certification and institutions that you can access online certification like RCI, SHRM, Human Resources, Human Capital Institution in US. There are specialized certification, and you can see on the right-hand side, certification in HR analytics, workforce planning, organization design. On the left side, you can see the generalist role more and more, and getting into business partner and so on. So again, those certification will be shared with you and in the material later on. You can read those through. Any questions from the community, Ahmed?
Not yet.
Okay, good.
Yeah, go ahead, Jawad. How are you, my friend?
Yeah, thank you so much for keeping us in this group. And is there a group where WhatsApp group or something where you guys are sharing all this material? So because I have material, so I can go ahead and share with my colleagues here.
Yeah, we'll update this in the community. I shared the link. If you join that community, you will find all the resources uploaded there after the call.
Okay, sure. Thank you, brother.
No problem.
Thank you, Yubi. And then it's important for us as a community or as professionals to understand whether you are in a human resources or finance or technology or procurement, you have to understand what's going on in the business, in the human resources arena. What are the technology forces that can impact my role, impact my positions? I picked three main forces that we need to take care of and to read about it, just to be up to date and to try to put some elements of these forces into your career plan. So for sure, technological advancement, we talked about it, and we talked about technology and AI and how this will maybe threaten some positions like recruiters. Right now, we can see now AI are doing interviews. So there is no more a need for a human being to do an interview. So how I can absorb this? We need to think about it. Shifting demographics as well. There are some industries that has aging population. For example, most of the oil and gas sector or companies, most of the people are working in this sector are in a certain senior age. So who will replace them? Is it an opportunity for me in Canada or US to start to think about working in those organizations? It's a question for you to think about. And the global talent are moving from region to region. We have a migration from Egypt to Germany. Most of the young generations are moving into tech positions. So it's a problem in Egypt. And so forth. Those who is working in organization in human resources, if you are an HR manager, you have to think about these kind of movement that your business will be impacted. You will start to find search for some positions, some talent in your country, and you will not find. It's really a big challenge in some regions and some countries. And the third one is the changing work models. Now there is a big buzz and a buzzword about the future of work. And I really recommend you to follow people talking about the future of work. Businesses started to hire people on contract, on project based. There is no more. There is a trend of hiring people with part-time jobs. This is one thing. The other thing is the remote work as well. So how I will be prepared as a person that I can sitting in Saudi Arabia delivering a presentation using technology and using websites, delivering presentation in Canada. So I have to educate myself. This is one of the changing positions. Businesses and trends are more moving into specialization positions. So there is less generalist positions and more specialized position. When you go into LinkedIn, you will look at the posts that change management. They want someone in human resources manager who worked in real estate. So it's really getting more specialization. So you have to think about it and build experience more specialized in one area and in one domain. These are the evolving forces that I can share with you guys. Again, I think we somehow covered the market outlook about the more emphasis on well-being, employee experience in some organization more than other organizations. There is a growing demand for specialization. I think we covered such thing. We talked about the remote work, how the employee well-being, mental health is impacting us as human beings at work. So we need to take care of it. If I'm a human resources manager in a decision-making position, we have to include this in our day-to-day planning and operation. Finally, and this is my final step here and final slide, is a step-by-step way to develop a plan. Okay, so first thing is you evaluate your current professional standing. If you are employed, unemployed. If I'm unemployed, what are the sort of communities that I have to participate in, attending career fairs and so on. I start to plan after assessing my current standing. I put in my plan short-term activities, short-term certification, education things, and long-term as well. What's my aspiration? 3 is the research part, and 4 is the executing all of these things and getting monitored by a coach and or a mentor. This is my presentation for today, and I'm happy to take any questions from the community.
Awesome. Thank you, Ahmed. Really, lots of great wisdom here and insights. And, to be honest, it's impressive how the world is changing and how, HR definitely is transforming. Previously, the idea of an HR person is just someone who cannot even print a document. That's not there anymore. HR folks are very tech savvy and they are very aware about the technology and the business, and they can really help deliver impact to their end customers. So thank you so much again for sharing those insights and wisdom, and definitely open to the community here to share follow-ups or just general questions of what you think is important for you.
I have one request, Ahmed.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yes, my name is Jawad Ahmed Qureshi. I saw a lot of people, they develop WhatsApp channels or WhatsApp groups for IT jobs and IT trainings and all those kind of stuff. Why can't we? And I'm a part of one of the World HR group also. So why can't we create a group where we can help each other share? Like if somebody is struggling in HR and they want something, so one of us can come up and give the solution and provide from our experience that how to handle that stuff. Or maybe there's an HR opening somewhere remotely or something.
Yeah, no, again, this is a great idea, Brother Joad, and that's the idea of that community link that I shared, and we can have different channels focus on specific topics. So I can add a channel for HR related professionals, and you guys can use it to post and follow up and share insights as you mentioned.
When you're saying channels, what does that mean? Like, a WhatsApp group, you mean?
No, there is a community group that I shared the link. This is almost like Slack, almost like WhatsApp community, but
Okay.
it's a different tool for my business to keep everybody in the same place. So you can, again, use it similar to WhatsApp. It's not that different, but it's not a WhatsApp. I know that everybody's just using WhatsApp as easy
Exactly.
community. We can think about that too, if that's really needed.
Yeah, most of the people, they don't use Slack, and not the newer one. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we can discuss this in the community and see again if there's a value out of it. We can do it. Otherwise, I think I just want to keep my channels in one place to avoid being distracted.
sure.
Good question. Thank you. Any other questions, follow-ups? Maybe a question to the group. If you're in your career, what's your next step or what's your aspiration in HR? If you want to share, and how are you working on that from your side? Maybe Ahmed can give you some insights, and or Sherbini can just avoid to Ahmed. Sherbini can provide you insights on how to tackle your next step. Our community is very quiet today. So maybe Jawad, which city or country are you
I'm
with?
United States, Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Okay, cool. Are you able to maybe share a few about yourself, about maybe your industry or your business type?
Um, uh, Actually, it's quite diverse. I started as an intern with Citibank in HR. Before sales, actually, then HR has joined as an intern, and then slowly, gradually, I moved on. I reached to the senior management position, and then a couple of other banks. Then I moved to Bahrain oil and gas sector. I worked a couple of years. Then I moved to United States as a family immigrant. So here it's difficult, to survive in HR because of some particular, yeah. I'm not saying it's racism, but there is some restriction. So I moved to IT, and I've started as an QA business analyst and quality insurance.
Sounds good.
So I love HR, and I always wanted to be part of HR team. I enjoy that. So just I worked for government organizations, Penn State government, as an IT and a couple of other things. So this is just the shortest version of my.
Thank you for sharing. I think
this is a common. If you allow me, Ahmed, this is a common challenge I hear a lot from people, from immigrants to countries like Australia or Canada. It's very difficult to start a job when you are new to the country in a human resources, and this is because you don't have the country experience, the human resources related experience to Canada or Australia, because most of these countries rely on labor law. You don't have it, so you may think of working in more consulting, more specialized positions like recruitment, like developing job descriptions, maybe, I don't know, like more far away from the generalist role that is hinder you to find to land the job. And this is a recommendation that I received from a recruiter in Australia. Because I have a consulting experience, it's very easy for me to find an consulting, human resources consulting position in Australia, not going into a senior position, generalist position in human resources.
Thank you, Ahmed. Yeah, that's
Uh,
great.
Wherever they are strong, in non-technical and the back office work, it's very difficult and it's to get into that field and get the job and survive. You know what I mean, indirectly. It
Yeah.
is not there for us. They will resist. They will not let you survive. Uh, but it's challenging, and I love challenge.
Yeah, definitely. There
Yeah.
is.
And that's
Go ahead,
yeah.
Ahmed.
And this is the importance of scanning the market. What is the demanded positions, and what is the reality of um, um, immigrant versus national people working in human resources. Let's be direct and open and talk about this. So you have to
Yeah,
find to far away. You have to maneuver maybe a certification in HRIS. Someone is asking about any recommendation on HRIS certification. So HRIS certification. In best of my knowledge, you have to go in Oracle or SAP and start a certain knowledge and courses in those companies. You have to ask and understand what are the technology that the organizations use in US or Canada before I go and take certification and make this investment. This is my answer to the question of Sophia here.
Yeah, thank you. I was just gonna ask you about that. Thank you, Ahmed. Okay, I think there's another question by Iman. If could
Yes.
you share some advice on how to make strategic career moves within HR, such as transitioning from an HR generalist role into a more specialized HR function like talent management or employee relations?
Mm. Well, transitions are not easy to do. And I believe taking opinion and discuss with experienced people in more specialized position how to start is the first step. So this is my first recommendation: is to ask people, consult people who are working, or someone he did or someone she did a transition from a generalist role to a specialized role. This is number one. Number two is you can start uh, by two paths: either to start a certification in a specialization that you aspire to work in, or you can ask to support a certain project in a certain specialization. So I like the balance between the knowledge and experience. So you can go and take certification, but when you apply for a certain position, they will ask you what's your experience in delivering a certain project in talent management. I have zero experience in talent management. So I believe working and asking for supporting a project or joining a project team in a certain specialization, it could be a good step, or starting a certification as well.
when will be our next session?
Okay, I think we'll share again all those in the community, Brother Jawad. So you can just again follow those sessions in the community, and we'll send you emails for the next sessions as well, since you registered for this one.
Sure, sir.
Thank you, sir. Okay.
Sophia is asking, is there any career path in HRIS in Workday? Workday is one of the started as well competing with Oracle and SAP, and because it's using the software as a service, and it's much growing year by year. I'm not 100% sure about the HRIS certification of Workday, but we can find out through LinkedIn, find out through the website. I believe certain baseline understanding of technology can help you uh, go into a career of HRIS. And then when you take one line of a company like Workday or SAP, then you take the career path into certain progression. But I believe the baseline technology, and Ahmed maybe can help us here, and I can see Ahmed as well have a session in the community maybe later on, or maybe I saw it in Facebook talking about the IT and technology. So I recommend you to join as well, understanding those community, and join and learn from those community.
Yeah, I'll maybe share my screen and show the community real quick for folks who doesn't really understand what the community is, so that they can find the resources. So this is the community, and you will see here lots of different channels about Canada jobs, events, good resources, interview related introductions, so you can benefit from those channels, and we can add more channels based on the need. So for example, you will see here the events that we're publishing, and also after the session is recorded, we're uploading it here so you can benefit from the previous recordings. So once this session is uploaded, you can find it here in the learnings, and you can consume it on your own. Okay, back to you, Ahmed.
I think we are good. And thank you for the audience for the questions and the interaction. Happy to be part of this session.
Thank you so much, Ahmed. And so I think if there's no more questions, if everybody is comfortable being in camera, we can take a group selfie. Again, we'll post this on social media and also on this community. If you're comfortable, please come on camera, and we'll be happy to have this selfie together. Okay, I'll put this into gallery mode. Okay. Okay, I'll do a selfie in 3 seconds. So I'll say 1, 2, 3, and smile. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and smile. Okay, hold on, sorry, didn't take it. One more time. 1, 2, 3, and smile. Awesome. Thank you so much, Ahmed, and thank you so much, everybody, for joining today. This is definitely very informative, very insightful, and we'll definitely maybe do some follow-ups in the near future and advertise in the community and also on our Facebook channel and other groups. Thank you so much, Ahmed.
Thank you, everybody. All the best.
Take care.
Thank you, Ahmed, both of you and everyone.
Thank you. Thanks, everybody.